Turn that pussy shit off. Infectious, joking and arsenic. Show these bitches.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Show No Mercy Show with your host, Bodega Joe.
Anybody speaking Portuguese, let's get these jungle fuckers out of here. This is an English stream, motherfuckers. How the fuck you gonna be from Brazil and your computer in a hut talking shit? Get the fuck out of here.
This is us, infectious joking. Simply looking for his life. With a young wicked motherfucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. All right, let's get started. So we have some newish news. As you guys all know, Tim Lambesis is the only member of As I Lay Dying at this point. Yeah, some videos had surfaced of Tim Lambesis doing some pretty erratic, violent things, and there was some history in the band. I mean, they all slowly left the band because of concerns regarding their safety with Tim Lambesis around. I mean, keep in mind, Tim Lambesis, in case you don't know, he is the lead singer of As I Lay Dying, and I mean, he's just got out of prison within the last decade for trying to murder his wife. We've talked about it on the show. He tried to he hired somebody to kill his wife. He got caught, as they usually do in these scenarios from all the documentaries that I watch. Usually this doesn't work out too well. I think you pay a hitman, he's not charging anything less than $50,000. If you're paying less than $50,000, chances are you're talking to a cop, and it's you're gonna get locked up. or they're going to do a hack job and the job's not going to get done and you're going to get caught anyway, whether it's a sting operation or you just hire a bad hitman. If you ever try to hire a hitman, if they're charging anything under $50,000, you got the wrong guy. It's an expensive racket if you want it done right. So that slam band that we played, that was Infectious Gel King with Arsony, and that song is DWS. They're a great slam band. I love the slamming death. I hope it wasn't too much for you, but it's just enough. It's just enough for me. I mean, I'm always here. I'm the guy. It's me right here, baby. I mean, I'm all about that shit. So, but anyway, Infectious Gel King, DWS. That's the song that played in the beginning here. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. But let's go back to Tim Lambesis here. We got Tim Lambesis is the only member left of As I Lay Dying. All the other guys have bailed. They all had safety concerns over Tim's behavior, it seems like. And now they just dropped their side of the story, and it all kind of points to the same erratic behavior that we were seeing out of Tim in some of these videos. I'll kind of refresh your memory. Some of these videos, they don't have sound, but let's check out some of his his crash out videos here. I mean, it's pretty apparent what's going on. Let's bring this over for you guys to see. So in case you're listening or watching, I mean, I have some video footage of Tim Lambesis and his wife having some kind of crazy dispute where he's like flipping tables here. Let's let's check this out here. Let's check this out.
Fuck, cunt. Just one me. I just threw a table on my shoulder.
He's like beating himself up. He tried to throw a table. He's just whacking him. He's giving himself CTE in this situation. I mean, look at this. I mean, listen to these thuds.
Just one me. I just threw a table on my shoulder.
There we go.
Stop. You're gonna hurt someone. You won't listen.
Dude, he's just like a schizophrenic macho man Randy Savage up in this bitch, beating himself. This one, it looks like he's the fucking ultimate warrior of domestic abuse. Look at this. It's crazy, dude. Look at this, beating himself. He's just going crazy. But yeah, I mean, apparently there was he came out and kind of said the reason why everybody was leaving is that they didn't see eye to eye musically, financially, and then I guess that kind of pissed some of the members off because it's not really how it went down. And I guess let's check in on their story. There's a great channel I just started watching. I'm not sure. I'm pretty casual here, but there's a great channel I just started watching called Rock Feed, I believe it is. I think that's what this one is. Yeah, Rock Feed. If you don't follow Rock Feed, shout out Rock Feed. Go follow it on YouTube. But yeah, let's check in with Rock Feed and what they have to say, the info, the news that they've gathered about the departure from all the members from As I Lay Dying. Let's take a look at this.
It was the fall of last year.
Oh, Jesus.
It was the fall of last year, just as I Lay Dying was gearing up to release their brand new album and head out on a European tour. Then, something unexpected happened. One by one, every other member of the band except for Tim quit the group. Now, we had statements, but there was lots of speculation about what really happened behind the scenes. The band members told their side of things through pre-written statements, and vocalist Tim Lambesis also told his side of the story through his own statement and subsequent podcast appearances. And now at least one member of the group feels as though the story that Lambesis has told is untrue. Now he's sharing his side. And what a story it is that he has to share. Here's what went down. In recent years, there have been numerous lineup changes in As I Lay Dying, even before every other member of the band quit late last year. We saw that OG lineup that first reformed following Tim's release from prison, one by one, slowly leave the group. But there was one holdover, longtime guitarist Phil Scroso, who eventually, even himself, announced his exit from the band. And his statement was interesting. He cited concerning patterns of behavior as his reason for his departure. He said,
concerning patterns of behavior. I mean, no shit. In reality, we all say, wow, he got a second chance. But I mean, they had been filtering band members for quite some time. So this has probably been going on for a long time, I would guess, his actions and his behavior in this scenario. So, but yeah, this guy came out, and his name is Phil, I believe Phil Scroso. Sorry if I'm butchering that, but let me see his. Here we go. This is his side of the story right here. Check it out.
At the time in his statement. Simply put, recent actions have shown that As I Lay Dying no longer offers a healthy or safe environment for anyone involved, whether creatively.
And that's directly a result of Tim Lambesis' behavior. No fucking doubt about it.
Personally or professionally. After witnessing some concerning patterns of behavior, I've realized that I can no longer, in good conscience, enable further actions that could negatively affect anyone working within this space. And through a statement of his own, vocalist Tim Lambesis chalked up the situation to internal miscommunication, likely built on fractured trust from the past, including his prison sentence due to that past conviction over hiring a hitman to kill his then wife. Tim said in his statement in part, "It saddens me to think about the behaviors, communication, and patterns of interaction that led up to the tour cancellation. Phil and I no longer..."
So basically, he's trying to like manipulate the situation and say, due to his past, they're not really giving him a fair shot. They're holding it against him, and that there's disagreements financially and creatively and personally. Yeah. So the standard here.
Saw eye to eye personally, creatively, or led up to the tour cancellation. Phil and I no longer saw eye to eye personally, creatively, or financially. Discussions during this time prompted his decision to depart first, with each of the touring members deciding to leave shortly after, as they were not interested in going on without him. Unfortunately, that wasn't the order in which everything was made public, as some statements were rushed out during a chaotic time in response to rumors. Now,
So that's Tim Lambesis' statement after Phil Scrosso's statement.
But pretty much every statement released by the members of As I Lay Dying as they exited the group made it seem as though they had been pushed.
So we're gonna fast forward here to one of the other band members named Ken. I believe his name is Ken Susi, and that's here at 2:40. He has a couple of statements that he wrote. So keep in mind, you have Tim's statement so far. You have Phil's statement saying that it was basically unsafe. He didn't say due to Tim, but we can definitely say that was the reason. But now you have Ken Sussy here. Let's see what Ken has to say. He's another member of As I Lay Dying.
Susi is further opening up about a confrontation that he had with Tim Lambesis that ultimately led him to exit the group, where he had felt things had really gone too far, in an alarming incident he describes in this interview that allegedly took place inside of his own home. Now, earlier this year, very troubling footage emerged online showing erratic behavior from Tim Lambesis, aggressively hitting himself in an argument with his now estranged wife. It appears they're going through a divorce. Lambesis contends that this footage came out in retaliation for him serving his now estranged wife with divorce papers, and he alleged that he was actually being abused by her. She's also released her own statements lashing out at Lambesis, and this is what Ken...
And I think there's some truth to what Tim is saying as far as the abuse goes. from his wife or his former wife or his ex-wife or whatever she is at this point. She probably wasn't helping the situation any either. She kind of looked crazy, and some of the ways that she talked to him were a little bit wild. Obviously, no excuse for Tim's behavior, but I don't think she was helping the situation either. I don't think she's fully innocent in this situation either. I think she's probably not privy to mental health issues that the guy's having, not giving him any excuses. I think he's a fucking schizo, but I don't think she was a very healthy person in the relationship either.
To say about that dynamic between the couple that was deeply concerning to him. Now, Ken would characterize Tim as a litigious person, and he said that he thinks it's unacceptable for Tim to go on podcasts and say things that he feels are untrue and mischaracterize his reasons for leaving the band. He said, Tim being a litigious person, you know, and silencing everybody around the band in the particular situation that we're all in, it's obviously clear. The people that are close to him and who are not speaking, and I think the fans, it's kind of weird why people are not talking. But in my opinion, I think it's unacceptable for Tim to go on podcasts with his friends and make false claims about how the band broke up. I guess, like, believe what you want, but my version of what happened totally doesn't align with basically what he's been out there saying and putting out statements about, right? So I really don't personally want to get back and forth with Tim, and I really don't want to respond per se to what he said in the breakup and all that stuff. It's just not what I'm here to do. But I think the band just found ourselves in a position where we were essentially endorsing and promoting somebody with like a history, past accusations, and he went to prison and all that stuff, and he did what he did. But like after his incarceration, it was almost like I did kind of see this coming. In my opinion, he formulated this like almost reality TV, you know, persona for his fan base of him portraying himself as this man of redemption or rehabilitation. Now, he goes on to say that the band eventually reached a place where they felt Tim was in need of professional help. He said, we believe that Tim was in need of professional help, and it was something that we were not able to provide or equipped to provide him, because we're not like therapists and we're not relationship experts. We're none of that. We're just band dudes, like looking to play gigs and have a good time. And we were really...
They're just band guys. They don't want to do all this crap. They don't want to be a part of your WWE persona, your ultimate warrior of domestic violence. They don't want to be a part of that. They just want to make music. All these dudes are probably like old and just want to chill. And then you're over here with your unchecked fucking mental crash outs. It's too much.
Kind of, a lot of us felt a lot of regret when we figured out exactly what was going on. When the band evaporated, it was basically, what I'm trying to say is it had to stop. Now, Susie.
All right, and then so let's go to the actual incident that which led to Susie's departure of the band. They're going to explain that, which I think is really interesting too. It's at 606 here.
You want to know what exactly happened and why the band broke up is because we were at Metal Fest and we had the greatest time in my kitchen. We had all the band, all the members, all the crew, everybody, and a few people were staying at a hotel, and then me being a good host after the festival. Now, mind you, him and his wife, they weren't vibing on tour. You know, things. We were unsure if his wife was even going to come out to this short weekend of shows, but I'm going to say they were staying at a hotel down the street, and I offered. I said, hey, you're going to go get a tattoo. My wife works from home. I got to go off to Fishman. If your wife wants to just chill all day, my wife and your wife are friends. You're welcome to just stay here and save the money, and you can use one of our cars. You don't have to.
So Ken Sussy told Tim and his wife that they could stay at his place, save some money. What a guy. All right.
Rent a car. Like, just go do your thing. But what ended up happening is my wife and I are having a kid. She's putting a bassinet together right now as Beyond the Screen. They had just announced to my whole family that we're having a baby. We got my mother crying, my father crying. Tim's wife is witnessing this, taking video in our house. It was a joyous occasion the day after Metal Fest. And then within 2 to 3 hours later, there was like an incident where, now mind you, I'm just going to pick up the camera right now. I got these huge honking security cameras all over the house, and a label on the front door saying you're being filmed 24/7, right? And this guy like comes into my house in the middle of the night, corners his wife in my kitchen and spits in her face, and then retracts 4 or 5 steps back and has some type of episode, which I've never seen out of somebody before in my entire life, and then starts screaming and running around my house for help. And it alarmed my wife. She woke up and she's like, what's going on? And I'm like, I've heard him scream for help before. I'm going to go see what's going on. But
okay, so that's some psychotic, he's having like some fucking crazy schizo breakdown. I mean, that's exactly what it is. And it's happening at this dude's house, this poor guy's house. And he doesn't really, I mean, he's describing it as something he's never even seen before. I'm assuming it's one of these freakouts that you saw happening, where he's pounding on his face and just beating himself up and freaking out. Then he's going around screaming for help. I mean, he does need some help. He needs to be in a fucking, in the loony bin. I mean, shit. I mean, what a scary situation.
I'm not 20 years old. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to domestic violence. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to like improper behavior, you know? When shit happens, you fucking handle it. And in that scenario, I don't know what happened. I separated them. I brought them down to my studio. I asked him specifically what the fuck is going on. And is there anything I need to know? And he was just like, oh, my marriage, this and that. And I'm like, cool. I go upstairs. I ask Danny what's going on. She tells me the truth. I actually pull up the camera footage in front of her and I see exactly what was said. He spit on me. He threw a fit. I was trying to calm him down this whole 9. And to be honest with you, that's what happened. Later on, you know, he tried to change. I went back downstairs. I said, I'm disappointed in you. And he's like, I didn't spit on her face. I spit at her feet. And I'm like, why are you spitting in my house in general? If you're going to...
Yeah, for real. I mean, it's just the most odd behavior. Like, do it in your own house. If you do it in your own house, it's one thing. It doesn't excuse you, but you're doing it in your own house. I mean, it is to do it in somebody, to act like this in somebody else's house that they invited you to is just, it's a whole different level. It's a whole different level of crazy. Yeah.
About it, you know? And the honest to God truth is, you're not going to insult me. I asked him to leave immediately. He left. And at that point, the rest is history.
All right. So that's what's going on with the latest drama with Tim Lambesis. And I don't know. I was always sketchy of the guy when he got out. I mean, even when you heard that he did a kill for hire type situation, I was like, oh man. I mean, I wasn't really even into As I Lay Dying. I haven't been into As I Lay Dying since, like, I don't know, Frail Words Collapse, or the album that came after that. But it was just a crazy situation. Tim Lambesis, I mean, they used to make some bangers back in the day. That was like my introduction to like kind of the hardcore, deathcore scene, the metalcore. I guess I was metalcore at the time. Yeah, this is just a wild situation. I think the dude needs a lot of fucking help. I think he's trying to play off that he doesn't. I mean, he does really well in interviews. He's on the Garza podcast maybe like, I don't know, 8 months ago, a year ago, something like that. And he is trying to play this whole act of redemption and rehabilitation, but I just don't think that it's real. I don't think he's really put in the work. I think he got out and wanted to put his energy into just trying to get back in the limelight with As I Lay Dying, go on tour, make some money. And I don't think he really pursued anything outside of his incarceration and maybe some court-mandated classes. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know his personal life, but that's it's unfortunate because let's actually listen to some Frail Words Collapse. I'm going to take you guys back to early 2000s metalcore here with some As I Lay Dying. Let's do some 94 Hours. gentlemen, some old school As I Lay Dying. Better days. Back in the day, those were the days before Tim Lambesis tried to kill his wife and is having crash outs in his friend's house and beating himself up. The ultimate warrior of domestic violence, I call him. Wow, amazing. All right, we're going to hop right into some UFC news. Ladies and gentlemen, Paddy Pimblett has made it into the top 10. How do you guys feel about that? I mean, listen, I knew that there was a big chance that Paddy was going to come out with a dub in this fight. I mean, he's undefeated in the UFC. I think he has a total of 3 losses in his entire career. Michael Chandler is on a bit of a losing streak, I would say. He's on a bit of a losing streak. But he's also been just fighting the top contenders for years now. So you can't hold the losing streak against him too much because, I mean, he's fought Dustin P., Charles Oliveira. Legitimate contenders here in the top 10. He's fought nothing but top 10 guys. Paddy Pimblett is newer. We didn't know if it was a hype train thing. He's not the most exciting fighter. He gets a lot of hype because of his aura, I guess you would say. He's definitely a performer. He does well in press conferences. He's actually seems like a pretty chill guy. People like him. But has his career in the UFC just been nothing but hype? I mean, he's starting where everybody else started. You know, you remember when Sean O'Malley broke into the top 10. You know, his hype train got a little derailed with a wrestler, with Merab. So I mean, I kind of see the similarities in there. I mean, he was doing his thing. He was getting dubs. I mean, the win, like I said, over Bobby King Green, it was not the most impressive thing I've ever seen. The finish was nice. It was impressive. That was good, but the fight in general, it was whatever. I haven't seen any major highlights come out of Paddy. And Michael Chandler is always going to be an exciting fight. If you're fighting Michael Chandler, it's going to be a banger. But I don't know, man. Michael Chandler's gas tank is just it's running out, and it runs out in the fight. You can totally tell. He runs out of gas. He explodes way too much. It's fun to watch. Don't get me wrong. I love it as a fan. But I would have liked to have seen Michael Chandler, you know, get the belt at some point, but I just don't. Unfortunately, I don't see that happening. But congratulations to Paddy Pimblett, breaking the top 10, and I mean, he did it in an impressive fashion. I think he got performance of the night, if I'm not mistaken, and but he really pieced Chandler up, man. He was in control the whole time. He really put on a show. I thought he fought great. I have a little highlight for you guys here, and it kind of just summarizes the fight, but he looks great. Look at this footage too. It's beautiful. I'm going to subscribe to this guy. Let's check it out. Here we go. I mean, he looks cool, calm, collected. He's big. A lot of feints going on, but Paddy's he's on the move. And he's playing the smart game. Paddy's playing the smart game. He's just staying on the outside, out of Chandler's reach, and then he's going in, closing the distance, and doing work. Check that out again real quick. Yeah, like this dude is the aggressor right here. That was the first round. I think we're here in the second round. And this is where he just tees off. He's in the mount, and he just starts beating the fuck out of Chandler. He's got his back. I mean, he's just fucking Chandler up. Chandler hits him with a nice Superman punch. And then Paddy picks him up and fucking slams him and starts wailing on him. And then boom, gets the TKO. Paddy Pimblett in the top 10. Amazing. Look at this. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, Paddy Pimblett. What a cool way to break in the top 10. He must be on fucking cloud 9 right now. Shout out. That was badass. What a cool way to stop Michael Chandler. A fucking TKO, totally in control the entire time. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better performance. Honestly, he pieced him up. He's in complete control. Slammed Michael Chandler to the ground and fucking wailed on him and got a TKO. Insane. Let's see. So there was a little bit of drama. I don't know if you guys saw it though. There was a little bit of drama at the press conference here as well, and you had some beef between Yair Rodriguez and Diego Lopez. Let's check this out. This was the drama at the press conference. It's just gonna explode.
Considerando el hecho de que estás compartiendo cartelera con Yair, en el día de ayer Yair hizo unas expresiones que se han viralizado. ¿Crees que si ambos consiguen la victoria en la noche de mañana, exista la posibilidad de que se enfrenten por el título en Guadalajara en septiembre?
There you go. After you're sharing this car with Yair, and yesterday he said some things, so not much kind words for you during the press conference, but right now, given you win this, he wins this fight, do we see you guys in Guadalajara in September? How many losses does he have in a row?
¿Cuántas derrotas tiene consecutivas?
Here we go. It's gonna blow up any second.
You have. How many losses in a row does he have?
Yair, ¿qué te parecen esas expresiones? Culón. Culón.
Here we go. Colon. Here we go. Here we go. It's like the two uncles getting drunk at the carne asada going crazy on each other, bro. Check this out.
Don't talk about my team, man. Don't talk about my team. Don't talk about my team.
Bitch, puto.
This is for Rice. Rice, after the fight, did you feel
So then they're going to ask Bryce Mitchell a question, and then these dudes are going to start going at it right in the middle, like just totally disrespect Bryce Mitchell. Like nobody gives a fuck about Bryce Mitchell anymore, dude. Shots fired. That dude got choked unconscious. I don't even know, you know, that's another hype guy that hasn't done so well. They had such high expectations for Bryce Mitchell, and I mean, he got fucking knocked out by Josh Emmett. And I don't think that guy's ever been the same. I mean, yeah. And then he just says crazy stuff. He got knocked out so fucking hard by Josh Emmett, he thought the goddamn earth was flat afterwards, dude. Nobody gives a fuck about this guy anymore. I mean, isn't this so fucking hilarious, too? Bryce being the guy that he is, and then you have these two Mexican guys just fucking speaking Spanish, going crazy, interrupting, stepping all over him. Oh, man. Yeah, John Anik. Thank fucking God for John Anik, dude. And he's like, shut the fuck up with your fucking language. Get the fuck out of here. Who's got the next question? Shut up with all this fucking racket here. And that shit. Volkanovski and fucking Chandler sitting over there like, Jesus Christ, look at these guys. They had, I don't know, man. They're worse than some uncles at the carne asada that had 16 Modelos apiece. Holy shit. All right, okay, so that was pre-fight press conference for UFC 13. Then, you know, we just talked about Paddy Pimblett defeating Michael Chandler. We had Alex Volkanovski, fighting Diego Lopez. Alex came out with the dub on that. I thought Alex looked great. I'm so happy that he fucking won. I thought it was going to be another one where we saw the new guy come in and do what he needed to do. But Diego Lopez, I followed him a little bit. I'm not sure that he was ready for a fight like this yet. I don't know. Agree with me or don't agree with me. I mean, he's a great fighter. You can't deny Diego Lopez. But I was a little bit surprised that at this point in his career, he's already got a title shot. But I mean, with this division, I mean, it made sense. The fight made sense, but I'm really happy that Volk came out on top on this one. You really needed it, especially after Paddy Pimblett destroyed Michael Chandler. We needed this. So you got Volk, man. He's the featherweight champ at this point. We're gonna see how long he holds on to that title for. Let's actually check out the featherweight division right here. Let's see the UFC featherweight. I want to see how stacked this. I want to see how stacked this division is. Let me see here. All right, so Alexander Volkanovski, obviously number 1. You got Max Holloway, Diego Lopez at number 3. You got Mavsar Evelev, Yair Rodriguez at number 5. Brian Ortega still in the top 10 rankings at featherweight. So yeah, there we are. Aljo's in featherweight now. So I mean, there's some potential. We're just going to see how this pans out. Who's going to be Volk's next opponent? I could see Volk probably fighting here, maybe in the fall. You know, he'll probably fight in the fall. I don't know against who. But we'll see that. We'll see if he can hold on to this title, or if this is just going to be a short run. We're gonna figure it out here. But Volk's a badass. I love his fighting style. He's relentless. He's brutal. He's like a fucking pit bull, bro. So yeah, we'll see what's next for Alexander the Great Volkanovski here. And so what else do we got here? We got that beef. Did you see Colby Covington kind of talking shit to Paddy Pimblett here? Let's bring that one up. Let's talk about that Colby Paddy situation there. Let's see. Oh, I got that spelled that wrong. All right, let's see what happens here.
You guys are 2 and 6. I'll come and slap you, and you'll win. I'll come and slap you. Zip your shades up, you little mate. You guys are 2 and 6. Remember that. Remember that. You're a scrub. You're a fraud. You're a fraud. Lad, what are you on a 3-fight losing streak? You get fraud checks so quick. Hey. Keep putting your act on you.
Yeah, so there's Colby Covington going in and basically saying Paddy's a fucking hoax and talking a lot of shit. And I don't know if Colby can really do this at this point. And he's just obviously trying to stay relevant. I don't know what he's going to do here. Colby Covington hasn't fought in a while. Let's look at Colby Covington's record here. He's fun to watch. I think people just like seeing Colby get beat up lately. I don't know. Let me see. Colby Covington. Let's see what you're doing, where you're at here in the profile. Colby Covington. All right. So, yeah. Colby's lost to Joaquin Buckley, Leon Edwards. He beat Masvidal. He lost against Usman. He beat Woodley, but he hasn't. Yeah, he last fought Joaquin Buckley at a fight night. I mean, so he's not even on pay-per-view cards. He's on the free cards, fighting. Which, whatever, fight night. That doesn't mean fight night. The fights are shitty or you're shitty. But I'm just saying, like, you lost your last one. You lost the one before that. I don't know how much Colby could talk at this point. I think Colby's kind of irrelevant, honestly. He hasn't really been the same guy since before Usman. I don't know. He's not really around that much. He goes to the fights. Obviously, this is Miami. That's where he lives. But he's just trying to stir up some shit. It reminded me a lot of Henry Cejudo when Henry Cejudo was harassing Sean O'Malley at the post-fight little interview that he was doing. That's what it reminded me of, some very WWE type shit, trying to stir up some sort of relevancy to his, to himself. I don't know. But very strange behavior, but not totally off from the guy, Colby Covington. I don't want to see Colby Covington fight fight Paddy. I don't know where it's coming from. He's just talking shit. But that's Colby Covington. There's some other good ones. Let me see. There was golly, I'm starting to just have the worst. I don't like a lot of these UFC journalists. And one of them that sticks out to me is Nina Drama. I don't know, man. I know everybody loves them some Nina, but I don't respect her interview style. It's more like an excuse to speed date without having to commit to actually anything. And the people that like to watch it are just weirdos that probably think Nina is hot. I bet you her whole demographic is like 15-year-old boys to 45-year-old men. I mean, it's a pretty big spread, but they're just watching it because, you know, it's Nina drama, you know. But I look at it from, from a journalistic standpoint, and I think in reality it's ass. I don't think she asks good questions. I think she's a cute face to look at, but I don't respect her style of interview. Like I said, it just really reminds me of a speed dating situation where she's like, "What's your favorite color?" And it's really annoying. It's not what anybody fucking cares about or wants to know in reality. But we're not. We're in some type of alternate reality here, where, you know what's going on online, and people are getting famous for no fucking reason. But let's check out this Nina Drama interview here, and I'll tell you where like the worst part is. I mean, tell me that this is not a fucking speed dating thing. I mean. It is. It's just it's produced a little bit better. I mean, the production is the production. It's good production. It's 4K.
He hasn't deleted my account for a few years, so it's definitely not as bad, but I'm still pissed off at him for deleting my account years ago.
You hold a grudge, huh?
Oh, I hold a grudge, yeah.
You hold a grudge, don't you?
A grudge.
Yeah, I hold a grudge. I hold a grudge, love.
Your name to like Paddy, the new guard, Paddy? No? Okay.
No, definitely not.
Just Paddy the Paddy.
Yeah, anyone that changes the nicknames, just sort that out. You know what I mean? You can't give yourself your own nickname. Someone else has to give you the...
Yeah.
No, I'd never change my name because I'm not a f***ing dickhead. You know what I mean? Imagine being nearly 40 years of age and changing your name to King. Your name's Robert. You f***ing idiot. And you can't change it halfway through your career. You look like an absolute idiot.
Like a sausage?
Yeah, like a chorizo.
Okay, so what do you think of Miami? Is it like a crazy place compared to...
So what do you think of Miami? Is it crazy? Is it crazy to you?
So far.
Yeah.
It's a speed dating. They just need a couple of fucking cocktails.
Float around, seeing what's being about, and looking forward to trying some of the food.
They have really good like Mexican food here.
Yeah, well, we've walked past a few places.
Yep.
I've seen some great tacos and stuff like that, and I was just salivating looking at people's food.
All right, so whatever, speed dating. Now look at this. This is what really caught my eye. It's like, just look at this question. She asks him, "Have you ever crashed out?" Like, crashed out? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I can just flip like a light switch, to be honest, some days.
Yeah, that's funny. I feel like in America we crash out a lot. I'm just asking people from all over the world.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, that was a kind of stupid thing to say too. Like pandering to him because he's from England. I feel like in America we just crash out a lot. Like I just feel like we just crash out.
You think you flip your lid over small things and the big thing flip?
I don't know, little things. I think I've done other little things in the past, and then after it I'm like, why have I just flipped like that?
Mm-hmm.
See, we wouldn't say crashed out, we'd say I've just flipped.
Okay, so this is where she asks him if he's crashed out. Let me see here. There we go.
Have you ever crashed out?
Like, what do you mean, crashed out?
You know what crash out is?
What a question.
Okay, crash out is like when you just absolutely lose your for no reason. Like you just have like a...
Yeah, I've done that several
maybe on the
times.
internet. Like you did.
Yeah, I've done it on the internet 100 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done it in person. Definitely in fight camp. Yeah, I've been bit people's heads off in a major way.
Yeah, then you look back and you're like, maybe I should have.
Yeah, I was a bit over the top.
And it's just like Paddy's like trying to act cool. Oh yeah, definitely love. Crashed out, told people off.
I know little things. I think I've done other little things in the past, and then after it, I'm like, why have I just flipped like that?
Mm-hmm.
See, we wouldn't say crashed out. We'd say I've just flipped.
Flip?
Yeah.
You flip?
Flip me lid.
You think you flip your lid over small things, and the big things don't really matter as much?
Sometimes, yeah, but you know, I can just turn like that. To be honest, ask these. I can just just flip like a light switch. To be honest, some days.
Yeah, that's funny. I feel like in America we crash out a lot. I'm just.
I feel like in America we crash out a lot.
Americans crash out every day.
Doesn't surprise me on them roads, mate. Jesus, oh, is it there?
This is the most cringiest shit I've ever seen in my life, dude. I feel like in America we just crash out a lot. What a stupid statement. I'm not like offended because I'm an American. I'm just like, I just know you're pandering to him being from England. Like he was all butthurt that Conor McGregor, you know, rooted for Michael Chandler. And he was like, oh, you're going to go for the yank. Like that's a thing. Like I thought you were on my side. You're going for the yank. I mean, he can go for whoever the fuck he wants. McGregor is loyal to the OGs in the sport. I think that's where it really comes from. I don't think it comes from where you're from. I think he's loyal to the OGs. He gives respect as much shit as McGregor talks, and the fact that we'll never see him in the UFC probably ever again. I think he has a loyalty to the guys, the OGs.
Dude, here's bad.
Yeah,
here's
all
bad.
People do is honk the horn, as you would say.
That's all they do is honk their horn here.
I don't know. It's so fucking cringe. You need a drama. God bless her. Bless her heart. All right, what do you say? We get some more music going here. I got another one for you. This one is gonna be. We're gonna change it up a little bit. We're gonna listen to some Swamps. This is OG by Swamps. Check this shit out. We're gonna take a little break here. Show No Mercy show. The fuck is up, Denny? Ladies and gentlemen, that's Swamps with OG. All right. So what do we got here? We got, I don't know, recently I haven't seen Mike, the Tooth Fairy Perry. I know it's Platinum Mike Perry, but I renamed him to Mike the Tooth Fairy Perry. The Gypsy Bare Knuckle Boxing Champion. I just recently saw him pop up in my feed with the Schmo. Shout out Schmo Dog. On a yacht skis, chilling about what the future is for Mike, Platinum Mike Perry. Here we go. Let's check out the Schmo here in this interview. Great stuff.
Bro, with the electrifying pride.
Oh, shit.
Nice fighter. He's the king of violence. He's the founder of Dirty Boxing Championship. He's the founder of the Platinum Tequila. Mike Perry in the flesh. Here we are, Miami, on a yacht, UFC 314 weekend. How we doing?
Oh, man, I'm having a great time, bro. Don't you forget it. I am still the king of violence, and none of you motherfuckers are going to take it from me. Come and see me in these streets. Anywhere bare knuckle that you want to smoke, I got it for you.
We appreciate that. He's always ready for the smoke, and you just said bare knuckle. Are we going to see you next time in action with the bare knuckle, or are there going to be gloves around those hands?
Yeah, always asking a tough question, Schmo. I don't know which...
I mean... Is it a tough question, or is it the question that's the most obvious question that you could possibly ask Mike Perry at this point? I fucking love Mike Perry, dude.
Organization is going to come at me. I believe BKFC is the first choice. DBX is a close second, and boxing is still up in the air because I'm still calling for fights. And I just need some time to train for it. You got to set me on schedule. Give me the time to prepare, at least 8 weeks, and then I'll get ready.
So have contracts been sent? Has there been opponents? We've been hearing about Darren Till. We've been hearing about Robbie Lawler. We've been hearing about Dylan Dennis.
Yeah, Dylan Dennis was supposed to box KSI. They hit me up about an MMA fight with him. And they were going to pay me like $250, and they called me a liar when I said those numbers, but they didn't make an offer because my guys told them the numbers we were looking at, and they said we weren't together on that, so they didn't even make a number. I'm living the good life, man. Y'all gotta come at me correct if you want me to fucking show up and put on a performance. I know that people are missing a Platinum Perry.
Platinum Perry is probably still living off that Jake Paul fucking money, boy. Look at him on that yacht.
Right. There's nothing like it. The action, the intensity, when I get hit in my face and you know that the fight is just getting started, that's the best type of combat sports.
You got to add a couple zeros to that paycheck if you want this guy to be dancing for your organization.
I mean, I think I'm getting plenty of money at this point, and it's really got to make sense. But I still do it for free if one of you motherfuckers try me, dog. Run up, get done up.
We'll talk to the Schmo for a second. We were there
Fuck yeah,
in
Mike
Utah
Perry.
when Conor McGregor went schnoz to schnoz with you after you beat that guy inside the cage. That was Luke Rockhold. But Conor McGregor, he's been teasing this bare knuckle thing. He's even called out Jeremy Stevens. Where do we stand with Conor McGregor doing anything bare knuckle? And heck, throw in Lil Heath and Jeremy Stevens' name on that one too.
Yeah, he's calling out the little guys. Jeremy Stevens wants me to cut my leg off and put a weight clause on me. The only thing that matters is if Feldman and Bare Knuckle call me and make an offer. That hasn't happened. I'm waiting on that to happen. They tell me every day that Robbie Lawler is going to happen, that they got things done with the UFC, that fight will be in the making. But that's all I ever hear. It's been a long time, and it's crazy. It's 5-0 in bare knuckle as the king of violence in bare knuckle. Guys really don't want to try to jump at what I got because they have to face me to get it. The only guys that are even saying anything are the losers that are in bare knuckle and not getting anything to face anyone anyways, because no one knows who the fuck you are or who the fuck you fought. I've been fighting people, and I'm ready to show it for my next opportunity. You know, it's really, I don't have to. At this point, I'll be good. So if one of y'all want to get paid and you want to fight somebody, I mean, Conor McGregor is getting all this attention for just talking about bare knuckle. He's never even faced anyone. I'm 5-0 in there. So no hate to him, man. He's a good promoter. If that's what he wants to do, you know, it's all a lie out here. But y'all know for a fact that you can't come and see me in real life to my face and try me, or I'll fuck you up, bitch.
Stylistically, and if money wasn't even on the table, if you could pick one name, who would be the dream opponent?
That's a good one. I want Jake.
You see the interview style of Schmo as compared to, you know, Schmo or Ariel Helwani compared to Nina Drama, dude. I mean, fucking A, bro. You just look at this interview. I mean, Schmo has the whole goofy thing, but I mean, do you hear these questions? I mean, take notes, Nina Drama. Take fucking notes, dude. This is how you do an interview. This is how you conduct an interview.
To face me again. I want to fight Jake Paul again. If it's with gloves, I need 10 weeks. If it's without gloves, I need 6 weeks. And I'll get prepared because I'm too busy fucking living my life. Y'all want to call me on 3.5 weeks notice, and I've been chilling, hanging out, partying, having fun. I need to know what's coming so I can get in the gym twice a day, add some recovery to that for my in-betweens, and you'll see the best version of Platinum Perry. That's what you want to face. Give me my time, make it respectful, and we sign the contract and we show up face-to-face on a date with enough time in between to prepare for it, and I can face anyone.
All right, we got him riled up. How are we going to decompress? Are we going to drink some of this alcohol? We got cigars. What are we going to do over here, Platinum?
Soon enough, man. I'll be on this shortly. I'm just waiting for a few paperworks to come through. And then,
What does that mean? Paperworks to come through? You can't drink your own alcohol because you got to wait for paperworks to come through? What could that possibly mean? What's going on with Mike Perry where you can't have a sip of his own alcohol? He's got to wait for paperworks to come through. What does that mean? Is he not allowed to drink right now?
You know, you guys. I can't get in trouble, man. I got a lot of people counting on me, and I'm building for my family, and that's what's the most important. Everybody knows they want to get their hands on this beautiful bottle. This is the best bottle on the market. Best looking, best prettiest, beautiful colors. You know, and it's just a matter of time before I'll be drinking this bottle to the head.
Smooth tasting. We love it.
But the court order says I am not allowed to drink right now. It's because violence, drinking, the most violent guy drinking, whatever this is, tequila, I think it is. Yeah, it's straight up tequila, man. That's not a good mix for the most violent man in existence. Platinum Mike Perry. Platinum Mike Perry. Mike the Tooth Perry Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy Perry. All the Platinum Perry fans out there worldwide.
The Tooth Fairy Fairy.
Stay up, man. Pre-sales coming soon for Platinum Tequila. Next Dirty Boxing show will be on its way to you after a Platinum family vacation. Family's most important. Stick to that. Stay on top and do your best to be a great person. Everything else falls in place. And remember, don't fucking try me unless you want to get these knuckles on your face.
He's the pro. I'm the schmo. Gonna drink.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike the Tooth Perry.
Wow.
The Tooth Fairy Perry. The Schmo just kills those interviews, dude. Him and Ariel Helwani, I mean, golly. You know, not John Anik. There was another John, MMA journalist. Couldn't stand him either. So it's not just like a Nina Drama thing. It's a lot of these dudes that are MMA journalists. They just absolutely fuck, and they just fucking suck, dude. I mean, to be honest. What's up, Denny's? Shots fired. But yeah, John, what the fuck was his name? It's John fucking Morgan, dude. Absolutely terrible questions. I've never enjoyed. He asks the same questions. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even fucking go to these press conferences anymore. I don't think Dana White wants him there. He just asks the same stupid ass questions every time. He asks what the next fight is for a guy that just got done fighting 5 minutes ago. He's asking Dana White, and he asks it every fucking time. I'm surprised he just hasn't got straight up kicked out of MMA journalism, at least for the UFC side of things yet. He's just not a good journalist. Fuck John Morgan. Fuck Nina Drama. We need better. We need more guys like Schmo, Ariel Helwani. I know that Ariel's not allowed. Like, I don't think Ariel's allowed in any UFC event. I'm pretty sure. He was annoying in the beginning, but he's always been a pioneer for MMA journalism. Yeah, what else is going on in the MMA world? You know, you got some stuff coming up. You know, we're waiting on a John Jones date and who he's gonna fight. He's got one fight, I think, on his contract left. Everybody's hoping that it's gonna be your boy Tommy Aspinall. We all hope that's the fight to make. I've talked about it before. Pereira would be interesting, but Aspinall, everybody knows that that's the fight to make. So I'm hoping that that's International Fight Week. So yeah, but no real news about where that's going yet. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. We got one more song for you, and this is a band that we've featured on here before. And I tried to show them recently. There was Swampfest that happened, and Drosera played at Swampfest in Florida, and I just couldn't find any good videos of them. There was videos of them playing, but there was no music to go along with them playing. They were playing like some other stupid music. It was like this compilation of Swampfest. And Swampfest happened. That shit looks absolutely insane. I gotta hit up Swampfest next year or something. That shit looks insane, dude. It's a crazy looking experience. I mean, if I would have known Drosera was playing there, man. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at that. Oh shit, Schmo, back off, dude. Shut up. Let's see. Drosera Swamp. All right, so we're going to end the show tonight with some Drosera, one of the bands that we always feature on here. This is their Swampfest video here. Let's check this out. They're playing a song called "The Place for Friends."
Hell yeah, brother. All right. Well, I'm just a parking lot guy. That's fine. Everyone needs a job.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out to the Show No Mercy show tonight. I hope you had a good time. Kicking back, bullshitting. Check out Drosera at Swampfest 2025. I've been waiting for this footage to come out. Check it out. Let's go.
Dude, this is so we just got here.
That's the stage?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. This is gonna be so fucking crazy.
We are in Waldo, Florida.
Yeah.
At Florida Swampfest 2025. We are about to play for an hour in the mud.
How the fuck you control over 1,000 people? So we were like, fuck it, we're just gonna have to do a public statement, like, nope, don't bring fireworks and blow up the spot, or else the whole event's gonna get fucking canceled. And dude, people have been like super chill about it, really fucking cool about it, and it's like, it's been super dope.
Fuck yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out to the Show No Mercy show. Once again, I'm your host, Bodega Joe. We appreciate you coming out. Join us next time.